welcome to my sci-fi book series. There'll be made-up words like Aldari. It basically means the Centauri system. Now we'll start. This is Chapter 1 of the Final Day Green Fleet Part 1. On Altari 1, a terraformed planet, twice the size of our moon, lives the upper middle class and the high class of Altarians. In the training camp, a 16-year-old boy named Acer Swirl is training. He is training to fight in the 300-year war. He has top grades and is soon to complete training. 2 years early, he does his final test, gets an A at symbol 0, the top grade. He heads home. His family and him are going on a trip to see the orange sea on Proxari 1 orbiting Proxima Centauri. On an asteroid 3 light minutes from Jupiter, sits the Altarian president, minister of foreign affairs, and a minister of war. On the other side, Prime Minister of the United Federalist Humans, which he lives on Earth. Earth is divided between the Centauri and the United Federalist Humans. The UFH Prime Minister and his Minister of Public Service. The UFH Prime Minister begins to speak to the Altarian president. President Salah, your supplies you're giving us is not enough. Not enough for our efforts to retake Earth. If you refer to it by its old name, its new name is Terra. President Salah, you can call me President Salah. He said, you don't have to call me by my first name. And we will gladly send more supplies. And Prime Minister Geji Rajal, we will happily join the war. No, you won't, said the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, your nation financed our government to start a nation. Your nation helped build the ships to be sent to Altari, said the President. Prime Minister, listen, I will say what other Prime Ministers have said for the past 156 years. You split from us in 2150. It's 2336. You've kept trading and given us free supplies since 2180, which is also the year you offered to join the war. You have paid your debt. President Salah, fine, if you want. Just then, over the intercom, they hear President Salah, one of our convoys of 10 civilian ships and 6 warships, was attacked. President Salah throws his glass of water. It shatters into 1,000 pieces. He says, we are joining the war. He pulls out a tablet and pushes a red button in the corner of the tablet. And says, all ships attack the Centauri. This message will echo through 7,000 battleships and cruisers. It will be known amongst people like the message Sink the Bismarck was during World War II. 10 million troops board transports on for Earth and border planets like Ventar, Neptune, Mercury, and Vetad and Wall. Dr. Farrell Hapsenberg steers his ship to Earth. He knows today will be a day remembered forever. Acer Swirl gets a message. When he turns 18, he will be sent as advisor on the Carpathia. At age 20, the age where you can join the military, he will be made the captain because of his great grades. 5 days later, 20 minutes from Hypergate Earth, which allows 6 times faster travel. General Ishak, we are 20 minutes from Hypergate Alpha. Random officer, ma'am, we have a weird amount of Condor particle readings, and that means General Ishak. I know, it's the enemy warp particle. It's the enemy warp particle. Sounds Um, and that, okay. I know, it's the enemy warp particle. All ships red alert. 500 ships halt. All ships' guns are at the ready. Then, 1 light minute from the enemies. 1 light minute away from them, 700 enemy ships emerge from warp. General Ishak, fire laser cannons. Light blue and orange beams of light shoot out from the ships. General Ishak, full speed ahead. Just then, a ship uncloaks. It's 100 feet long and 20 feet tall. It's an enemy ship. It fires at the Lusitania, Carpathia's sister ship, and it blows it up. It soon recloaks. 6 minutes later, the ships are 1,000 feet away from the Kantari ships. They prepare to fire plasma cannons. General Ishak orders plasma cannons to fire. Dark blue, massive bolts of blue plasma shoot from the cannons. Kantari fire back with their red plasma cannons. On the lead ship, the Kantari Viceroy Averall Var, otherwise known as the Mad Admiral, begins to smirk. He presses a button. About 10 more ships decloak, their black hulls reflecting starlight. They begin to fire. Explosions of the ships they're targeting light up the Viceroy's otherwise dark sunken eyes. His pale white skin glows orange from the light from the explosions. General Ishak prepares to join a boarding party to board the lead enemy ship on Earth. Prime Minister Rajal, our allies in the Turalian Empire, have a video of well, you'll see. A video plays. It's 1 week old. A huge 70-foot battleship that looked like it had 3 heads merged together is on the screen. It had 4 massive cannons on the head. It was very long. Then around 30 feet fighter jets appear from the right side of the screen. They headed towards the ship. And then 3 200-foot Talarian ships appear. Fighters get to the enemy ship, they then fly around it. Then it cuts to the view of the Talarian ship, the Valiant. Then you see them send a transmission being sent to the unknown ship. It says, "Leave our territory or we will attack." The enemy ship responds with the words, "No, you will leave," in Latin. It quickly gets decoded. The Talarians charge their guns. They fire huge yellow beams of yellow plasma. They hit the ship. They do lots of damage, but quickly a pink shield-like thing forms around the unknown ship. Then the ship fires massive dark purple plasma beams from the cannons. The fighters who have been doing nothing begin to fight. They do barely any damage. The ship fires back. This time it destroys 1 battleship and 10 fighters. It launches 4 saucer-like ships and 2 ships which look like mini copies of the ship, and it warps away. The small ships begin to attack the fighters. The clip ends. Mr. Prime Minister, those small ships look like the Prime Minister. Look like the Prime Minister. They look like from the Roswell incident and the 2007 incident in the Phoenix Light and the 2117 incident. So that is the end of chapter 1.